And for a third straight day, Kerala is reporting over 20,000 fresh cases of the coronavirus. In last 24 hours, 22,000 new cases, 128 deaths have been reported already. The positivity rate in Kerala now is 13.53%. Remember, there's a weekend lockdown that's already in place in Kerala, and that will now continue this weekend as well, possibly to curb the rising COVID cases. Health Ministry data is showing that Kerala has 9,472.2 cases per lakh of its population. Speaking exclusively to India Today, Kerala's Health Minister Veena George told Rajdeep Sardesai that this was a smear campaign against Kerala. The remark came after the centre blamed super spreader events for the surge. Remember, the BJP is specifically targeting the Kerala Vijayan government of giving relaxations for the Eid festival. There's a 6-member expert team that has been rushed to Kerala to assist in the COVID fight.
These all things are against the concept of the Kerala government and the common people of the state. So those who are supporting these neoliberal values, then automatically they will raise their voice against Kerala government.
See, there is a spurt of COVID cases in Kerala. So we have got 3 border districts and have talked to all the 3 deputy commissioners to be on the alert and make stringent measures in the border area and also equip medically the district medical facilities. And I'm going to have a detailed meeting once I go back.
It is the duty of the Government of India and the ICMR to assist the various state governments to control the growth of COVID diseases in all over India. So we need the technical help, all other ways of help from the Government of India.
We need to really examine the reasons why. I found that most people in Kerala, almost everybody is wearing the mask. They are maintaining the social distance, and therefore these increased surging numbers are a matter of real worry. And I'm very happy that the central team is going there and they should be able to kind of investigate and find out the reasons and come to a solution.
No, we are a serious state and these are the hurdles that we have to cross and we will be collectively doing it.
So now listen in to what Kerala's Health Minister Veena George had told about the concerning COVID situation in the state. Is Kerala prepared to fight COVID now? Listen in.
I am not disagreeing with the achievements of Kerala. I am not trying to minimize your achievements. But the fact is, I asked you about letting your guard down, especially during Bakri Eid. The relaxations for which even the Supreme Court has pulled up the Kerala government warned that you should not have done it. Do you believe in hindsight that some of those were mistakes like Bakri Eid relaxations, that some of those districts now where numbers have gone up like Malappuram is a worry? Could that be because of relaxation and allowing this overcrowding during these 3 days? Are you under various pressures? Merchants and traders want you to open up, religious groups want you to open up, and the Kerala government is in a bit of a bind.
Sir, during those days also we had TPR was around 10, 11, 12 like that. And here we have a coordinated effort, all the coordinated activities of all the departments, the police department, the LSDD, the health, and also the people are cooperating very much to control the disease. And I'm so sorry to say that it's quite unfortunate that there is a campaign against the state saying that the system has failed and all. But when you see the virologists, the experts, when they say that Kerala is a system in Kerala is very good still now. Why? Because the density of population in Kerala is very high, and it is double the national average. So here we have more than 860 people in 1 square kilometer.
So let's get a ground update from my colleague Gopi Krishnan Unithan. He is live from Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala. Gopi, what is the status now? Because the government says it is prepared for now. Is that enough? Are the cases rising rapidly and will a weekend lockdown serve any purpose? What are you picking up from the ground? Over to you.
Well, Pooja, there are multiple parameters to try and interpret whether or not the situation is going from bad to worse in Kerala. if you look at the daily case tally, it will certainly be something frightening, something alarming, because for the third straight day, Kerala has reported over 20,000 cases. To be more precise, somewhere around 22,000 cases were reported in Kerala yesterday evening. So this is the first time that on Tuesday, Kerala reported over 20,000 cases in about 2 months. The last time was in May. Now that actually is a data that is actually alarming. But when we look at the test positivity rate in the state, we can see that there is a trend of plateauing of this TPR somewhere between 10% and 13%. So there is this 3% of mean data where there is a minor fluctuation in the test positivity rate. Even when we look at the actual daily testing in Kerala, we can see that it has now gone beyond 1.5 lakh. On a daily basis, Kerala is testing somewhere about 1.9 lakhs, 1.7 lakhs and 1.6 lakhs. The government says that this is actually a deliberate strategy by the government to try and identify maximum positive cases before the state goes into the festive season on August. No matter how far the restrictions are being imposed on the ground, it is more or less certain that the state cannot really go into a complete lockdown any further, because it has already taken the impact on the economy and on the livelihood of people. Already there is resentment from the traders and other communities. So before the festival, the government is actually trying to increase the testing, identify and isolate maximum positive cases, so that when there is a situation when people are going out onto the streets, there is very little chances of infection. This is what the government is saying at the moment.
Gopi Krishnanathan with all the latest from the ground. Gopi, thank you so much for now. I'll come back to you shortly. He's been tracking all the latest from the ground.